Hey, my name is Miles McLaughlin. I'm going to share 25 acres with you. This is in Grand County, Utah, which is north of Moab. Really cool property, a special area. I'm going to show you why, go over some FAQs, and more importantly than anything, how to access this piece of land. So taking a look, I'm going to just click through a few photos. This is on the way in. You can see some of these folks have some really cool properties up here. Like almost compound looking properties, right? They're homesteading. They've got some tiny homes. People come back here to get away. If you're looking to get outside of the busyness of Moab, this is an awesome property for you. If you're into whitewater rafting, this is the Westwater Canyon. So within just a couple of miles is a Westwater boat launch to put in there. So if this is up to class 4 rapids there in the Westwater Canyon, really a world-class spot for rafting. And so if you're into that, this would be a great home base because this property is located on the Kokopelli Trail. And I'll get to that. I'm showing you Google Earth in a minute. Kokopelli Trail is also kind of a world famous trail and for off-roading vehicles, right? Why do people go to northern Utah where Moab's at? You're off-roading, you're jeeping, things like that. So from this property, you access it from the Westwater boat launch area, and then you can actually take the Kokopelli Trail all the way up until the Cisco boat launch. So like I said, you can run the river all day, and this could be your home base. Again, just showing you photos. You can see what the road looks like. You can see what the train looks like. I'm going to move on from that, and I'm going to jump into access. So for those who want to visit the property, I suggest using an app like Onyx Maps and using GPS coordinates. So I plugged in the property's GPS coordinates here. You can see that. And we're going to zoom in on the property. You can see there's a road on this side and on this side. What I'm going to show you is how to access. So let's get some layers going. I'm going to show you Utah. Private lands and public lands. I want to show you, this is a kind of a special area because there's not much private ownership back here. There's maybe a dozen or 24 private owners. So you can see there's Westwater boat launch right over here. Here's the Colorado River running by the property. All this colored gold is BLM land. This is all public land. So you can see there's a little tiny section of private ownership in here. The rest of this is all BLM land around you. You've got I-70 here. And then down south here is going to be Moab. You're going to run into Moab. So I won't keep playing around on Onyx Maps. You get the point. You can use Onyx Maps or Google Earth to potentially look at this. Again, our property's right here, showing in the name Lawrence Means. Let me show you what the property looks like on Google Earth. The topography is a little bit better. Giving you a look at the Colorado River next to the property. Again, world-class whitewater section. And then you've got the Westwater boat launch over here. So to access this property, let's change our camera views here. You're going to take a BLM road all the way back here. And you're going to get to this section. There's parking around here if you wanted to get out and walk. But basically, this is the Westwater Ranch Road. And so you're going to take this BLM road back here, or you can come in from the Westwater. Here's a boat launch, right? From the boat launch, you're going to come up here. And you're going to get on the Kokopelli Trail. So here's a train track. You're going to go over the tracks here, under the tracks, I should say. And you're going to access the property via this road. And so this is actually Westwater Creek. This road does get washed out sometimes. When I was there, it was washed out. There was water running through it. The previous owner is actually the one who created this subdivision. He said his brother tried to cross this creek one time when water was running and he got washed out 20 yards down. So, this is definitely something where it's like, hey, in the past, they've graded it themselves. This is a county maintained road, as a matter of fact. So I know one of the locals back here bugs the county a lot about fixing that when it does get washed out, but it can go years without getting washed out, this road. So just keep that in mind. When it's dry, it's still accessible. Even from previous times getting washed out, it's still accessible. And so you're going to take this, you're going to want a Jeep, maybe pick up, something to go off-road in. This is Utah here. And again, county maintained road. The locals are obviously crossing that because there's people, I think, living back here full time based on my visit. So you take the Kokopelli Trail back to the property and you're going to take this side road here. And then there's a gate right here that I have a key to. This gate should be open most of the time. If it's not, you can walk. It's not that long of a distance. You can park and walk. The end buyer will assume that key. I can't mail it to everybody, unfortunately. But this is a cool compound. So this person has water, power, electric, everything, right? They're living back here. They're homesteading. So they've gotten all this building supplies back here from this access route. You can take this route past this person's house. This is actually a road that gets used. And then here's our property right here, Wilco LLC. So it's a 25-acre plot of land. So this road takes you all the way to our property. You can get on our property from this road. You can also go this way to the right at that fork. And again, this road goes to the property. So both sides are access routes. Also looking back here, you can see more development. This is really sweet, right? Look at the views from the top of this cliff line. And so there's people that have brought building supplies and developed back here. It's not so remote that you can't do it. I mean, these are all really great signs. The other thing about our property is that we do have water rights. So that means you can drill a well. And I believe I looked on Utah's water system, looked at some of the records. I think the neighbor's well, or one of these local wells back here, is 320 feet deep. So it's not the worst ever. There's also people that have developed back here and whatnot. So if you do want to access the property from the Cisco boat launch, you're going to be coming in way up here. Cisco boat launch, you take the river down here, and actually the Kokopelli Trail comes in from the Cisco boat launch all the way to the property. So that's another way to access the property. See, this might be the Cisco boat launch here. It is. So this is the Cisco boat launch, this area right here. And you can hop on the Kokopelli Trail and you kind of follow this train track. Or you can meander back, and you can see some other roads back here. You can meander onto these as well. I mean, this is off-roading at this point. But you can take the Kokopelli Trail from the Cisco boat launch all the way to our property, right? So you can take it this route along the train track, and where you end up again is down here at this entry point. And you can come back up or go back over here. So again, 25 acres here in northern Utah. Really cool location, really special property. There's not a lot of private land ownership back here. Whether you're looking for, a place to RV, place to camp, stargaze, put up some tiny homes, things of that nature. It's all something that could be explored. When I see this property, I think about homesteads. I think about your off-grid compound, right? Maybe a vacation spot. So again, my name is Miles McLaughlin. Our website is Wilco Land. If you have any questions, just let me know. Give me a call at 605-250-1256. Thanks for tuning in.